Good morning and welcome to today's New York City Council vote for the Committee on Public Housing. At this time, we ask that you silence all electronic devices, and at no time are you to approach the dais. Chair Banks, we're ready to start.
I'm calling this meeting to order. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this hearing of the Committee on Public Housing of the City of New York Council. I'm Councilman Chris Banks, the chair of this committee, and I'm glad to be joined by my colleagues, Bacha, Brennan, Aviles, Chiose, and we have Salamanca's on Zoom, and Sanchez. I'd like to thank you all for attending this meeting to vote on two much-needed resolutions. Resolution 730, calling on the New York State Legislature to pass and the governor to sign legislation to conduct a thorough study on the RAD PAC program to assess the effects on the conversion on residents and the program's impacts on tenants' rights, security, community well-being. And Resolution 731, calling on the New York State Legislature to pass and the governor to sign legislation to implement a more robust resident engagement voting process at each NYCHA development considering the RAD PAC conversion. As I'm sure everyone here is well aware, the RAD PAC program converts NYCHA developments to private management. While NYCHA has made PAC a centerpiece of its plan for the future of public housing in New York City, residents continue to raise alarm about displacement, deteriorating conditions, and general mismanagement that they experience under the RAD PAC. While advocating for greater agency to determine the future of their housing communities, given the life-altering impact of RAD PAC conversions, we must demand greater oversight and transparency to ensure resident voices are heard and respected during the decision-making process. The two resolutions we are voting on today would provide critical reforms to the RAD PAC program that NYCHA residents have been calling for as long as I've been chair of this committee, and well before.
Could I get a Zoom check for the public housing in the chambers?
Ralph Salamanca, present.
I'm calling this meeting to order. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this hearing on the Committee of Public Housing of the City New York City Council. I am Councilman Chris Banks. I'm the chair of this committee, and I'm glad to be joined by my colleagues, Councilmember Mealy, Bacha, Brennan, Aviles, Chiose, and we're joined by Zoom with Salamanca and Councilmember Sanchez. I'd like to thank you all for attending this meeting to vote on these two much-needed resolutions. Resolution 730 calls on the New York State Legislature to pass and the governor to sign legislation to conduct a thorough study on the RADPAC program to assess the effects on conversion on residents and the program's impacts on tenants' rights, security, and community well-being. And Resolution 731 calling on the New York State Legislature to pass and the governor to sign legislation to implement a more robust resident engagement and voting process at each NYCHA development considering RADPAC conversion. As I am sure everyone here is well aware that the RADPAC program converts NYCHA developments to private management. While NYCHA has made PAC a centerpiece of its plan for the future of public housing in New York City, residents continue to raise alarm about displacement, deteriorating conditions, and general mismanagement that they experience under the RADPAC. While advocating for greater agency to determine the future of their housing communities, and given the life-altering impact of the RADPAC conversion, we must demand greater oversight and transparency to ensure resident voices are heard and respected during the decision-making process. The two resolutions that we are voting on today would provide critical reforms to the RADPAC program that NYCHA residents have been calling for as long as I have been chair of this committee, and well before. Resolution 730 addresses the troubling lack of information about the impacts of RADPAC on its residents' rights and well-being. It calls for the state to commission a comprehensive study on the RADPAC, providing the data and insights necessary to allow residents and city and state officials to make an informed decision about the future of the program. But we also need safeguards in place to ensure that the residents' homes and communities are not stripped away or turned upside down without their say. That's why Resolution 731 calls on the state to impose a more robust resident engagement procedures and to require NYCHA to hold a vote before any development is converted to RADPAC. These resolutions are the direct result of the tireless advocacy of NYCHA residents who have fought day in and day out to ensure that the voices of public housing residents receive the attention they deserve. I'd like to give special thanks to the tenant association leaders at Linden Houses, the folks at Penn Workman Houses, Boulevard Houses, Brookline Houses, Save Section 9, Dr. Keisha Crawford, Keep Stuyvesant Gardens, and Section 9 Coalition. The resident leaders at Residents to Protect Public Housing, and also I would like to take the time to thank you and the staff that made this happen. And I look forward to the continued partnership as we push for other crucial public housing reforms. I'm proud to vote aye on both resolutions today and encourage my colleagues to do so as well. I will now turn this over to the clerk to call the roll.
Good morning, William Martin, Committee Clerk. Roll call vote, Committee on Public Housing. Both items are coupled. Chair Banks.
Aye on all.
Salamanca.
Aye and all.
Thank you. Sanchez.
Aye on all.
Thank you. Brannan.
Aye.
Aviles.
Aye on all.
Botcher.
Aye.
Mealy.
Aye on all.
Osei.
Aye on all.
1. With a vote of 8 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and no abstentions, both items have been adopted by the committee.
Thank you. I would like to thank my colleagues for their patience. This meeting is adjourned.